It is Fat Sword, you beautiful little creatures. And I'm here playing a spicy number. This number is so spicy, my opponent just fucking locked me out of the game. Actually, I'm trying to cut back on my cussing, so let me say he fudged me out of the game. Because apparently YouTube don't like it when you say bad words. I feel like I'm talking to children now. So he's gonna do the combo with Ray and all that stuff. It's whatever. Honestly, it's a very basic combo. Every Sky Striker player does it. And he's gonna attack me. He set a card, kind of odd. Not sure why he did that, but he might be a Duel Links player. Who knows? He goes to main phase 2. He's gonna get Kagori. I thought this was odd, but then immediately I was like, okay, he's going to go into Verte. So I was like, that's going to be really annoying for me because I'm going to have to deal with the Verte. But you know what's funny? Is now he has to go into, he goes into Kana because, he doesn't have the link arrows pointing. So now he has to, because you need 2 effect monsters to go into Verte. So I found that pretty comical. I was laughing. He's gonna Verte my life. And yeah, here comes Big Bad DPE. One of the most annoying, obnoxious monsters to deal with. But it's alright. He's gonna pop my stupid theater. And I was like, okay. Well, I think I have ways to deal with him. I have a pretty good hand. So I Lure of Darkness. I get Ash Blossom. Of course I do. Of course I get Ash Blossomed. Why wouldn't I? So I activate Chaos Space. I pitch the Dark. We're still going to be able to do what I wanted to do, so that's a good thing. I'm going to play Chaos Valkyrie by banishing Dark. Dark's effect's going to activate. I'm going to summon Thunderdragon. He's going to pop my... Here I was kind of confused. I don't know why he didn't pop himself, but whatever. Either way, I'm going to... I think he didn't pop himself, or he could have popped the sky space over here. But we're gonna go into Thunderdragon, then we're gonna go into Verte, and we're gonna also go into our own DPE. Because you know what? Let's have some fun, buddy. Gotta overwhelm our opponent, and we're gonna be able to attack over him. So I'm just going to do as much damage as possible. Because it doesn't make sense to pop. Because if I pop right now, he's going to get a free Shizuku search for... actually, you know what? I probably could have just popped the Sky Space. Because even if he went into Shizuku... it's probably better I still didn't. Because my Thunderdragon would have prevented the search anyway. But I still think it was right not to pop it. Because then I have to deal with the annoying Ray coming back over and over and over. It's really annoying dealing with that. It's a very slippery target. I get Sky pops my ass cheeks right now. And then he Widow Anchors me. He has just everything. This guy has not used a single search effect, yet he has every search spell. The good thing is, he's not very good at this game. So... right here, I'm not even going to bother activating Snow's effect, right? Because I'm going to be real with you. I have my Snow is... the reason I didn't activate Snow's effect is because he can't OTKO me anyway. So there's no point in me doing it. So this is a big misplay. He used my DPE. I don't know if he thought my DPE effect got negated. It did not. So I was just like, okay, DPE comes back then. Like, you lose. There's no way you win this now. So now I activate Snow. This is why he loses. I banished all 3 dragons, Thunder Dragons. So now I can activate all 3 effects. Honestly, I'll just pitch the Allure of Darkness, to be honest. Or I would pitch Actually, just Allure of Darkness, really. I don't really need it right now. But he activates his DPE. I activate my DPE, and he's just going to concede because this game's over. I'm pretty sure he concedes, right? I mean, yeah. The game's over. All right, game 2. Playing against my ultimate arch nemesis, Thin. I always want to become my arch nemesis, but I'm not. Working there, though. Alright, we're going to do Grass is Greener. Get our search. Get another search off of Starlight. Actually, it's not a search. It's a get card out of the graveyard. And then I play Levineer. Levineer is going to discard a card in his hand. And I'm going to get Thunderdragon Roar's effect. Like, this guy is just having a bad day right now. Boom. Shuffle. So now he has a 4-card hand. Like how ridiculous this shit is. I go into Masquerade Blazing Dragon. Thunderdrake, I'm going to return some cards back. Honestly, not the best cards I've returned back, if I'm going to be real. We're going to get a Thunderdragon Colossal, though. Then we're going to activate Snow's effect. Bringing Snow back from the graveyard. And then we're going to go into Predaplant. And then we're going to end our board with a DPE of our own. So now our opponent can't search in his deck. He has to deal with DPE, and he has Masquerade Dragon. And I have a Called by the Grave on the ground. Yeah, he's like actually just fucked, right? I mean, he's going to take 600 here. Special summons. And I'm not even going to pop. Like, I just pop it in response. I don't pop it immediately. Just in case he had follow-up. And it misses target. He gives up. Goodbye. Seems like Fat wins. Alright, it's time to play against a tryhard weirdo. Which is most people on ladder, but... he's going to Pod Desires. Boom, boom. Kind of annoying. Now I'm going to Gold Sarcophagus. He's going to max save. And I'm just like, you don't even know what I'm playing. But, okay. I just do Tragedy. So I can search Alibur. So I can at least get a search for follow-up plays. And then he imprims me. Already very, very, very annoying. But we press on because we're the heroes of our own story. And we see where this guy's playing Tri-Brigade. He's a filthy little goblin. So, since he's playing Tri-Brigade, we just pass the turn. We're not going to give him any extra draws. They could have done a lot more that turn, but it was not worth. Gonna play Theater. And then he imperms me again. This is the thing I'm like mind boggled about. Because this is close to Diamond. And I'm just confused on why he would do that. So I Allure of Darkness. And I get Ash. This is like the 4th hand trap he's played so far. Kind of annoying. But we let it go through. It's fine. The game's over now. Like, unless these 2 cards are like miracle cards. I don't think they really play too many traps besides Imperm. He should have held that Imperm. It could have been useful. I mean, it would have made me play a little differently here. If he had the Imperm still. I mean, he was still in a pretty rough spot. Because now I'm going to activate the Chaos. Get a free draw. Now I get the Fuse. I get to go into Masquerade Dragon. These 2 cards are going to go into Verte. Remember, make sure Verte is always your last play. Because Verte, you can't special summon after that. So we're going to go DPE. We're just going to go into combat. And we're just going to pick apart our opponent's field. DPE. Pop his back row. It was a revolt because he's a goblin again. And he gives up because he knows he got beat.
I just really want to get better at my Yu-Gi-Oh playing. I just don't know how. You're not subscribed to Fatsoid? What are you, a fucking idiot? Nice ass, though. Delicious.
Now, this is the last piece of the puzzle. The last battle against White.
And we don't like whites in this stream. Or actually video. It's not even a stream. It's a joke. Because I am white. And I don't know if you guys knew that. Might have some blind people in the audience. Just want to make sure they knew. So he's going to max my fusion. And I'm just like, I bet. I'm going to give him one draw. It's whatever. And we picked Dasher because we already had we had the other one in the graveyard already. We had the Celestial in the graveyard. So there's no way we're going to be able to do it. So he plays his little Dotscaper. He's going to max me again. So when they play this card, if you're able to stop it right in the beginning from him going into Link Summon, that's kind of how they Link Climb with this card. So what we're going to do is activate Snow to set it down. We're going to Thunderdragon Dark. Dragonhawk's effect's going to send back Dark and Tragedy. Get 2 more draws. We actually got Dragon Roar. Very nice. But it's already over for our opponent. If they don't know it, they will. We're going to get the Chaos Creator. Then, boom. It's going to take 600 because of the activator of Dotscaper. We Fallen of Albazim. We are going to fuse into Albion, the Branded Dragon. Albion's effect's going to activate. We're going to get DPE off of this. Remember, if you have both in the graveyard, Albion lets you fusion summon anything. So, that's a way to get the DPE too. Thunderdragon Fusion. Now we got Colossus. We're gonna teach this guy a lesson. Oh no! Nibiru! So I activate DP's effect. Why do I do that? Like, Fatsoid, are you stupid? Yes, but DP's effect, if it's destroyed, I can bring it back next turn. So that's the reason why you do it. Yeah, your token's going to be a bit smaller, but now it doesn't, like, distributes, so it won't activate its effect. So I bring back Alibur. Yeah, Chaos Creator. We bring back our Thunder King. Starlight activates. I'm gonna activate Snow. And we're gonna bring back Dirty Little Snow. I'm gonna flip this little Goblo down. And then Dark's gonna activate. I got Thunderdragon Hawk. And we go into Colossus, because remember, we return that back to the deck. And then I activate, because you gotta remember, the creator's a Thunder. I don't know if you guys know that. And we have lethal anyway. So we dealt with like 2 Maxis and a Nibiru, and we still killed our opponent. That is the power of the 60 card deck. Now let's look at this beautiful little masterpiece here. This is Thunderdragon Despia, or Despia Thunderdragon, whatever you want to go with. So the Despian package that we run is 3 Tragedies, 3 Jesters, 1 Dramaturge, 1 Branded in White, 1 Branded in Red, 3 Openings, and 1 Theater. The great thing about Gold Sarcophagus and Foolish Burial, it works very well with the Chaos strategy, and it also works extremely well with the Thunderdragon strategy. So if you use Gold Sarcophagus on Tragedy, you could obviously search for any other Despian monster. If you use it on Thunderdragon Roar, you're able to special summon a Thunderdragon from the deck in defense position. And if you activate a Thunderdragon effect that turn in the hand, you can activate this just by tributing 1 of Thunder's effect monster on the field to bring out Thunderdragon Colossus. So the deck has a lot of synergies, and there's so many combos this deck can play. It's actually like one of my favorite decks right now. I think I say that like at least once a week about a deck, but this deck is so much fun. It's actually extremely strong. The only complaint I have about it is like it's pretty expensive. Like, if you don't have the Grass is Greeners, like, those are 3 Ultra Rares you have to get for the deck, obviously, because that's, like, one of the big engines. And I've played plenty of games without using Grass is Greener, and I win. I still win. The deck's still consistent. Like, it's surprisingly, like, very consistent, and I don't think I've bricked once with the deck. Odd choices in the sideboard, if you're wondering. Borrelord Furious Dragon, this has come up multiple times, and it's actually a very good card. Because how Albion works, since it uses the graveyard, when you use your Grass Looks Greener, sometimes you'll just have 2 random dark dragons in the graveyard that you can go into Borrelord Furious Dragon, and it's pretty much like a DPE in that sense. Because you look, quick effect, you can target 1 monster you control, 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them both. It's a little bit worse than DPE because DPE can choose any target, but it's still pretty nuts, and it's very easy to go into with Albion. Another pretty nutty thing too about the deck is the Heretical Seal of the Heavens. This card is actually so crazy. So, what's crazy about this card, right? Once per your opponent's turn, if this card is in your extra monster zone, which it will be, you can tribute 1 monster in your hand or field. You'll be tributing this card to return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. So you can bounce your opponent's card back to the hand, or if you want, you can bounce your own card to the hand. Depends what they're doing, right? Now, this is where it gets crazy. When this card does this, special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand or deck, make its attack 0/0. Fallen of Albaz is a dragon. And then, obviously, the other weird choice might be Striker Dragon. But the Striker Dragon there is specifically for White Dragon, Black Dragon. So the combo is, you want a Star Liege, you search for the Dark Dragon, Black Dragon, and then you banish Star Liege to summon Black Dragon. Then you use Black Dragon to go into Striker Dragon, and then Black Dragon's effect activates. It grabs White Dragon, then you could use Black Dragon, banish that to summon White Dragon. And now that it's pretty, Star Liege is pretty much a 1-card combo, or even Black Dragon or White Dragon. It's like a 1-card combo to go into either Heretical Seal or Verte. And you can go into either or of that. You just have to go into Striker Dragon with one of these. So that's what these Link monsters are for. We have 2 Despia and Quiritus. So I want this card to 2 because I think it's better than Masquerade in this deck because of the secondary effect, where if this card is sent to the graveyard from an opponent's card effect, you can add to your hand or special summon 1 Fallen of Albaz card or 1 Despia monster from your deck. So for just that effect alone, I think it's better to have that at 2. We have Thunderdragon Titan at 2 because it's a really good card as well. Colossus, I wish we could put this to more than 1, but right now it's at 1. Still pretty nuts. We have ways of recycling it, as you've seen. And everything else I think is pretty standard. The other cards I could talk about are the Chaos cards. If you guys aren't familiar with, you pretty much use Chaos Space, and you can manipulate the deck to get Chaos Creator or Levenier. Levenier, if you have never played it with before, is an insane card. So if you banish, you have to banish 3 cards. Mixture between light or dark, or just light or just dark. And if you do only light, you can special summon 1 monster from your graveyard in defense position. Only dark, shuffle 1 random card in your opponent's hand to the deck, which is insane because if you do this turn 1, your opponent already is locked into a 4-card hand instead of a 5-card hand. And both light and dark destroy up to 2 cards on the field. Again, another insane effect. Chaos Creator. This card's amazing for getting cards back, for kind of recycling cards. So when you special summon it, if you have at least 3 banished monsters with different names, you can pretty much target them and special summon 1 of them, and then place the rest of them in the bottom of the deck or into the extra deck if you're recycling like something like Thunderdragon. Because remember, Chaos Creator can go into Thunderdragon because it is a Thunder monster. Again, we run Thunder King because he's another Thunder monster that if it's in our hand, we can use it to go into Colossus. If it's in the graveyard, we can use Albion to go into Titan or Colossus. Also, if we have Thunderdragon Fusion, it helps with that too because it's a Thunder. One of the ones that I would say you probably could replace, we have a 1 of Nibiru, and the only reason this deck has a 1 of Nibiru is because I just want Max C to be more effective. So when our opponent's playing underneath Max C, I want there to be a possibility or a chance that you just lose to me drawing Nibiru from the Max C. So if someone decides to play through a Max C, I want them to get punished. And that's the only reason why there's 1 Nibiru in there. Nibiru is also light, and it's also 3,000 attack, so it does help you get into all your other fusions as well. Other than that, this deck is so crazy good. I think it's amazing, and it is so much fun to play. I really hope you guys try it out, or even just go on like Dueling Book or something and do some test hands with it. The deck feels really strong, and I'm probably going to play more of this. I did this on a new account, so I might end up building this on my main account once I get enough points collected on that. Other than that, goodbye!